Hello everybody, it is a nice summer morning here on Morrow Hill. There you go, it's about just before 8 o'clock in the morning and I think everything looks very pretty here. It rained last night. I mean, we've gotten lots of rain recently, you know, a little too much with the flooding a month ago. But yeah, everything's a nice green color. Hopefully the rain doesn't stop too much because I do not want us to have a repeat of last year. And last year was hot as hell and it was dry as a bone. And so a lot of the plants died. The grass all throughout the fields was just brown. It looked horrible. You know, we were constantly under burn bans. We were constantly under wildfire watch. And so I hope that doesn't happen again. However, we do have another issue this year. We have these things called fall webworms. And there are, oh my God, there's so many this year. They're horrible. Now it's still kind of early in the morning, so I don't know how many there are out and about right now. They're more out and about more towards I guess more like towards the middle of the day, around like noon, somewhere around that. They kind of come out later in the day. They don't come out, you know, this early in the morning. So I don't know how many there are right now. However, we're gonna try to find some. I'm gonna show you all them because they're kind of a little pain. They're very annoying, and there's just so many of them. No, as I said, not now, but later on, they're gonna start coming out, and it's gonna be very annoying. So I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all just how annoying they are, because even though they're not, you know, everywhere right now, they're still wreaking havoc on some of our trees, and that's really not something I like. Jacob is working on the top of Lou's house. I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all some of their stuff they do. So this is the sycamore tree behind Daniel and Lou's house, and I don't know if you can see, but some of these leaves are dead. That's because these webworms are getting up into them and basically making like little nests, like almost like cobwebs and webs around the leaves, and they eat the leaves and it kills them. And it really makes the trees look horrible and look really ugly. Now, it doesn't affect the trees directly, however, but it can, you know, it just makes them look gross. It defoliates them, but the tree itself still lives. So that's one positive thing. They don't seem to be affecting tallows. This is just one, but they don't really seem to like tallows. I guess because tallows are a foreign tree. They arrived here from China around the 1970s, was when they really started appearing here in Southeast Texas. But these sycamores are actually native here, so I guess they like them because they're more native. They're used to them, I guess. I don't know for sure. But this is just a more minor example, as you can see with this one. So here we have a better example. This is the tree on Logan's property, and it is almost completely eaten up. As you can see, it's very brown. That tree is a sycamore tree, or not sycamore, a sweet gum. That's a sweet gum tree, and it's very much eaten up. These are more sweet gums. They seem to like sweet gums for some reason. Sweet gum trees I really like. And it's very much eaten up, and mostly all the leaves are dead. The one thing that I wish they would eat are these kudzu vines right here. These vines are from India, another invasive species, and they just love to swallow up plants. For those of you who are familiar with Houston, you'll know that Kingwood Drive, in the suburb of Kingwood, the trees down Kingwood Drive are just covered in these freaking things, these kudzu vines. I wish I'd eat those because they're not from here. They're an invasive species. But yeah, you can see these trees are almost completely eaten up. Just all brown leaves, mostly dead. And so I don't know how much more they're gonna eat, how much more they're gonna spread, but they're really not great, and they really make everything look not very good. And so this is just one example, and there's one more I'll show you to show you how they look. So this tree, I don't know what kind of tree it is, but they really seem to like this tree. So we can get more up close right here. As you can see, they've really eaten up all these leaves. Now, let's see how close we can get. Yeah, here you go. So you can see this is what they do. They form these weird, that just popped away. Here we go. So they just formed these weird, ugly nests, these cobwebs all over the limbs and stuff. There's another one. There's another one. See, they're all over the place with this one tree. And they just eat the leaves, like that, but they just eat them all. Like there were more leaves and they're just eaten up. And yeah, they just make the trees look very gross and ugly with these weird little things. And this is what they look like. Yeah, see, this used to be a leaf and now it's just almost turned into a web, like this one. So that's what they look like. And it's just very gross and I hate it. Now this has happened before. We've had these things here in Southeast Texas before. However, not to this magnitude. They've been around for a while. I don't know if they're indigenous to this area or not, but they've been around my whole life. You know, every once in a while you'll see a couple of them, sometimes you won't. But this year's honestly the worst. And I don't know if it's all the rain or the climate or what's going on this year, but this year they seem to be just really bad. And you know, some years certain bugs will just, you know, come out worse and worse depending on other factors. It just happens to I guess be kind of random sometimes. But yeah, this year they seem to be very out and about and very annoying compared to other years. I mean, 2 years ago there was a big millipede problem. Like they were just in the summer of 2022, there were just millipedes everywhere. You know, here in Plum Grove. I mean, I don't live in Plum Grove anymore, but you know, I come here a lot, so they were just everywhere and it was so weird. But that was 2 years ago. Here they are. Here's a little bugger right here. This is what they look like. This is just one. Where'd it go? There it is. Just kind of out and about early in the morning. So yeah, this is a full webworm. And these little buggers are what's been causing so many annoyances here around Morrow Hill. And this one's kind of out and about early. There's not too many others. Yesterday evening around like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, they were just everywhere on this porch. But it's about 8 in the morning and this is the only one out here. So yeah, it's just one though. I don't know where all the others are. I guess they're still hiding, waiting to come out more later in the day. So yeah, that's what they look like. Well, that's everything there is to see with them. There's not too many out and about, so that's all for right now. This early. But I hope something happens to them. I don't like them. They're very gross and they're very ugly, and they make the trees look ugly, and so I really don't like these things. But another problem I've read about last night when I was reading about these these little creatures is that they're usually not supposed to appear until more like August and September. Jacob is working on the tree. That's what that noise is. They're not supposed to appear until like August or September, but they're already out and about, and it's only mid-June, so that's kind of an issue. We're supposed to have a crazy hurricane season though this year. The waters in the Atlantic and in the Caribbean are already warmer right now than they were at this time in 2005. And 2005 was one of the worst hurricane seasons in history, in recorded history, I must say. But who knows? From what I also saw another statistic from the University of Colorado saying that Texas has an 80% chance of getting a major hurricane this year. So I don't know. Maybe that will get rid of them. We'll have to see what happens. But anyway, thank y'all for tuning in today to another episode of the Daily Life and Adventures of Ben. Click the bell down below for notifications when I post. So yeah, tune in next time, and I want to say thank you.